Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Suds News. I am Vinny, and as you see, my two co-hosts, Angela and Kim, we are here for a very special event, and we're going to do our selection show for Soap Stars March Madness for 2025. But before we get to that, I do want to go ahead and just let everybody know we are streaming live amongst multiple platforms, and hopefully you enjoy the show tonight. Hey, Steve, welcome. Um, as always, we're going to be talking about General Hospital. We're going to be talking about Beyond the Gates. I'm not sure, so I'm going to tell you all. I'm not sure if we're going to do one show straight through, or if we're going to break it down and do two shows. I'm not sure. We'll go as we go. Hey, Jeannie, welcome to the chat. Angela, how are you today?
I am not feeling well. I have a cold of some sort. It is what it is. But I'm here. I'm going to try to power through as much as I can. I'm not sure I'll make it to the second half, but we shall see.
All right.
Wish me luck.
And Kim, how are you today?
Doing all right. Doing all right for a Monday, following a interesting St. Patrick's Day weekend. So
Well, between St. Patrick's Day and Stone Cold Steve Austin Day, just a very eventful weekend. I do understand that. But anyways, so I do want to welcome everybody in. Come on in. Go ahead and talk in the chat. Share alike. And definitely hit that like button, subscribe, and get notified. We're going to have some fun tonight. And because we have 64 names to draw, to choose, we're going to get started now. And we're doing a whole different way this year than we've done in years past. Hey, Donna, how are you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share screen. And we're going to go into here. And share. And there we go. So we've done it a little differently this year. We're going to go ahead and spin to get the names. All the names of the current characters are listed on this wheel. And we're going to do this for all six soap operas. And choose them at random. And we'll kind of go over and talk about them. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to do General Hospital first, since that's what you came to see. In the General Hospital bracket, the number 1 seed, and we're going to go ahead and spin. Quinn gets the number 1 seed. So we haven't seen much of Quinn. Obviously, he's a pretty recent character. And I'm not sure if he's going to be that popular as we go through the tournament.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not holding out a whole lot of hope for him.
So now,
but maybe he'll go up against Sonny and he'll get the easy win.
Well, let's find out who he's going to face in the first round. I have a feeling it's going to be Jocelyn. So not only is definitely a storyline. The storyline there with Quinn and Joss when Trina is kind of the one that ties them together.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then we're going to remove that name. And the next seed going. And I'm going to post up the final brackets tomorrow on all of our socials. Well, somebody who's no stranger to the actual NCAA March Madness is Stephen A. Smith's character of Brick. As we're going along, how these matches, so to speak, are going to be Twitter polls starting this coming Thursday. And we're going to go ahead and do those throughout the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as we did last year. And Brick is going up against another newcomer, Gio. Gio's going to get a lot of airtime. Matter of fact, we're about ready to release the secret of Gio's parentage. How have you been looking at that story, Angela?
I love it. I am very excited about it because it's very wide-reaching. Lots of tentacles with it. It affects a large part of the cast, and there'll be a lot of fallout.
Agreed.
And it just affects so many people. And it's interesting that it'll tie together the Corinthos and Quartermain bloodline for the first time.
Yes.
Which has never been done before. They have family connections, but this is the first intermingling of the blood, and Tracy's reaction to that alone
Agreed.
is going to be great.
Agreed.
So, yeah.
Kim, have you kept up at all with GH recently?
I can't say that I have. I don't know. I got kind of distracted with Beyond the Gates and then The Bay and Days and just kind of, plus there's like about 5 primetime shows that I'm currently watching that I'm trying to stay current with as well. Like I got,
Gotcha.
over the weekend, my friend basically said, why are you not watching Severance? Because you need to. Why are you not watching this? Because you need to. Like, there's just so many different. There's a bunch of different shows that I've just been meaning to catch up on lately. So I don't know. My attention's been a little diverted all over the place.
I understand that. All
But
right.
I could always reach out to my sister. I want to say she started watching GH on the regular, so I can always reach out to her for commentary.
Well, that's good. It's getting. Trust me, it's
so good.
It's really good right now.
Yeah.
Like they're getting the story set up.
And yeah, Severance airs on that's on Apple TV Plus, which is a platform I don't have just yet. I'm thinking my brother might be able to get me his login though. I'm gonna try and persuade. Maybe we can do a trade or something.
All right, Marshall. So Marshall Ashford, even though he's been on tour, but he did recently pop back into town. Marshall is gonna, and then picking Marshall's opponent for the first round in the General Hospital bracket. Well, there's a fan favorite for you.
Oh, Ned. I know that name.
Ned.
I can't wait to see Ned's reaction to the whole Gio thing. He's kind of missing in this story.
Well, he'll get there. He's going to be furious.
Oh yeah.
At that ex-wife of his.
Oh, absolutely.
She's going to be in big, big trouble.
Yes, I agree.
So. And, it'll be interesting to see Gio reconcile, not being who he thought he was. He was so proud of being his father's son, and he had such great memories of his mother, and it'll affect that. I'm looking forward a lot to Gio and Emma during this.
I am too.
I think that we'll see advances in their relationship.
So our next pick is 88 Turner. Very recent newcomer to the cast. Happens to be Carla Roda's wife, who played, Carla Roda plays Jen Sidwell. So we're getting some new names in here this year. Obviously, that's what happens when you randomize everything. Oh, this is going to be a tough one to beat. Ava
Jerome, yeah.
She is going to be a fan favorite. I can guarantee that.
Yep. Oh God, Maura West is,
Oh, she's
queen,
brilliant. I
mother
love
to
her.
us all. Maura West is amazing as Ava. Very much.
I watched As the World Turns here and there, and she was obviously, she was terrific on that and on That Forever, and that's where I know her best from. But I know she's been on GH for a while now, hasn't she?
Yeah,
many years.
Over a decade. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's great.
Moving into the second half of the General Hospital bracket.
Oh, and I saw in the chat, it's free trial. I don't know with Apple TV Plus. There's maybe a possibility.
I don't think so. I don't think Apple TV does a free one. No.
Ah, damn. Oh, Paradise on Hulu. Yes, that's another one that's supposed to be amazing.
It is amazing. I didn't know anything about it except James Marsden looked really good in the little picture on Hulu. I was just like, my God, that man just gets better looking with age. And I also, who doesn't love Sterling K. Brown?
Oh, the both of them together.
And I was like, all right. It was like 2 a.m. I'm like, I'll check this out. There's like 8 or 9 episodes. I didn't sleep. I watched them all.
Wow.
It was so good. So good. Very quick watch and a great story. I knew nothing going in, so I'm not going to say anything.
So Lucy Coe makes her second appearance in this tournament. I believe she was in last year as well.
Oh, Lucy. Yeah, she was in ours last year. I remember.
Yes.
Oh, Lucy always pops up, doesn't she?
She does. And she's going to be facing... Ooh, this is going to be a good one. Brad.
Oh,
our buddy Brad.
Yes, I love Brad, and we all love Perry Shen, which is probably why we love him the most, is because of who portrays him. But Lucy's going to run away with that one just because longevity, if nothing else.
Exactly. Yes. All right. Moving on. There's somebody that made a return to Port Charles this week. And he used his All My Children alias as his passport.
That was so great. Yes. On his fake passport, he was Will Cortland.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Big baddie, Will Cortland.
Yep.
I remember when they first, when he was on initially, Will, he was like a sweet guy. Then they recast him with, and then all of a sudden he became like the villain, the bad guy. But when he was first brought on, he was kind of like a nice, just average blonde dude. And then they decided, nope, we're gonna make him the big bad villain that everybody wants to kill.
Well, we got a great throwback picture of him and Laura Wright today.
You did. I have to upload that. I totally forgot about that, so I have to upload that.
Yeah, Vinny was going to show it because it was so great. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Geo Fallout. That's going to be amazing. And I mean, everybody's going to be mad at Lois, so I guess we know how she's going to end up exiting.
Yes, I agree. All right, Trina. So Valentine takes on Trina in the first round.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's going to be a tough one.
That is a contenders bracket. That's a contenders match.
It really is, yes. Let's download the picture. There we go. Save photo. There we go. And then I'll have to bring this up into StreamYard. Give me a second, folks. All right, let's get our next name. Laura comes back for a second year in a row.
Yeah.
And that she made it.
She's not against Sonny. She doesn't have my vote. Just kidding.
I think she made it to the Final Four last year.
Oh, I'm
I think so,
sure.
too.
She's absolutely a fan favorite.
I believe
I'm
she
just
did.
not a massive Laura fan personally,
Right.
but yeah. But I mean, Jeannie Francis is a queen. I just,
Oh, yeah.
the good girls aren't my thing. Vinny, why are you twice? Okay, I'm like,
Yeah, what happened there?
Vinny has an evil twin, or is Vinny the evil twin?
Nope. I had to. I have to upload. Let's see. Media assets. There we go.
Is anybody else watching the Big Bear Bald Eagle live nest camera?
No, but
I'm
I feel like I should be.
obsessed. I
my
am
gosh.
absolutely obsessed. And, it's devastating because one of them died.
No.
One of the baby eagles
no.
died. So there are only 2
Oh,
now, but they're so darn cute. Oh, God,
my
they're
gosh.
cute.
I need to hook myself up and start watching that then, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, just the live feed. You could watch it like all day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep. So.
All right.
Oh,
So Laura, who's Laura going to face in the first round? I apologize, folks, for the.
It's okay. I reminded him of something I probably shouldn't have.
Oh, I just turned it on the feed. Oh my!
I told you it's going to
It's dinner
dominate
time.
your life. Yeah.
Oh, he's getting fed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Harrison
Okay,
Chase.
I'm just gonna be sitting here watching this. Sorry, I'm distracted now the rest of the night.
So Laura is going to
Laura's
face
against
Chase. First round. Yeah. Which actually, I have to cut. All right. Moving on. Our final match in the General Hospital bracket. Charlotte, who just made her return to Port Charles this week.
Ooh, can you imagine if we got a Valentin and Charlotte match down the road?
We definitely can in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
All right. And she will be going up against Elizabeth. Well, Charlotte may not make it past the first round, so.
You never know. I might rally the troops. I need a Charlotte and Valentin match.
So here's the first round for our first round matchups for General Hospital this year. We have Quinn versus Jocelyn, Brick versus Gio, Marshall versus Ned, 88 Turner against Ava Jerome, Lucy Coe against Brad, Valentine versus Trina, Laura versus Chase, and Charlotte versus Liz. So that's going to be, I would definitely say, probably strong coming out of there would be Laura or Ned.
Yeah, Ned could be a strong contender. I mean, honestly, Valentin, Liz, there are a lot of strong contenders, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right, so that's the GH bracket. We're going to move on to the Days of Our Lives bracket.
Oh, here we go. Let's see how this is going to shake out. This is fun with the whole spin the wheel thing. I'm enjoying this right now.
Yes, yeah, we used to use this wheel in our bingo, I think. The wheel of names. Oh, yeah? We did Zoom bingo. They're still doing it. I don't have time for it. But yeah, they started it during COVID and it was great. And we used that for various things. So.
All right. So first, go on.
Go ahead. You go ahead and spin. I was going to do more GH conversation, but do your first.
All right. So the first pick in Days.
Kristen. I'd like to see how far she's going to get with this.
I love Kristen.
I do too. I mean, I love Stacey Hyduck, but like that's
She's
just
a
like
queen.
no, but
Oh yeah.
no, Kristen's great.
Yeah.
And Kristen is going to be facing.
Ooh, who are you?
Ooh.
Oh, I think
Kristen has this one, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Kristen and Alex had a pretty decent fling a couple years ago, or last year maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think she's gonna run away with that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who else got here.
All right, who's next?
Oh, Rafe. Oh, Rafe. Okay.
That poor bastard. Poor Rafe. He just wants to, live his life, be his police commissioner, eat his donuts, Hey, pull it together, please.
I guess even the dogs don't like Rafe.
Right? I mean, he's harmless. And the actor, he agreed to fight the damn teddy bear.
Oh, Roman. Okay, I want to see.
Roman's great too, but I think that Rafe should win.
Oh,
Rafe against Roman.
I watch old Roman and Marlena.
Yeah.
And he was such a douchebag to her. Like when they were married, he was so be the little lady and talk down to her. Oh my God, I wanted to throat punch him.
See, I only know him as Josh Taylor version with
right.
running the pub and
Yeah, no, I've been watching, and it's funny because I never thought that as a kid, but you don't, as a grown woman who's been talked down to by men more, you're like, wait a minute. Ooh. It's much more annoying.
Well, we already know Jeannie's.
Well, what about Roseanne? When John was, that little era.
Well, he was the superior Roman. Josh Taylor's great, don't get me wrong, but Roman's just
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then next match, Kate is the first.
Oh,
Kate versus.
Let's see, who's Kate going to be facing? Oh wow.
Ooh, Kate versus Steve.
Don't get me wrong. I love Kate, but Steve for the win for this, please.
Right? It's Patch, baby. I will never forget when we went to Day of Days the first time. Matt and his mother joined us. Soap Opera News went, and they joined us, and he was interviewing Steve, and he called him. It's Tate's friend.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of unfamiliar, but I recognize the last name. Yeah,
but he called Stephen Nichols. He said Old Patchy. Stephen Nichols was like, no, not doing that one. That's not how. I will never forget it. It's so funny. Old Patchy.
Well, I've sufficiently nerded out in front of Stephen Nichols every time that I've been at Day of Days, and he's been there.
Well, that was me with Drake.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stephanie. Mm-hmm. I think Stephanie has. I hope that she's.
Stephanie was in last year.
She was. Yeah.
She was.
I hope she has a lock over. Because the green guy. I mean, I know he's been on for a bit, but still a newbie versus legacy kid. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her nickname. I think Little Sweetness is just like the cutest little nickname for Patch and Kayla's daughter.
And Abigail Klein is like the sweetest woman alive. She is so cool. When I got to chat with her every day at Days. Oh, Jack.
Jack, the first anti-hero I loved.
Oh gosh.
He's so problematic, but my God, remember, is charming as hell.
But the redemption arc that they did for his character, they couldn't do it now. They wouldn't have the patience.
God, no, there is no redemption for a rapist now. There's no
way. But they found a way. They took the time with him, and Matthew Asher was just brilliant, and it made it all work.
Well, Anya, we're doing our
Hold on, let me take this one, Anya, because Anya lives in Germany and she's from Ukraine. Yeah. Anya, do you know what March Madness is in basketball? because it's the championship playoffs where they have the brackets of all the teams and it gets narrowed down until, it's the final ones. Well, we're doing brackets for the soap operas.
Oh,
with soap opera characters.
Okay.
Teresa
All right, so
Donovan. Yes, so this is the soap opera. We did GH already, and we'll have the brackets up online. I'll make sure that they get sent to the group chat. And we're on to Days of Our Lives now for their brackets, and we're going to do brackets for every soap. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if I even did today. All right. So these are good. These are our brackets. Next, so Jack and Teresa, two anti-heroes.
Oh, Doug.
Jack has that one.
New Doug.
Doug Williams III. No, Hope has not been called. We'll have to see if she gets called, because not everybody gets in. So we'll see. Anya loves her some Hope and loves her some Christian Alfonso.
Oh yeah. Well, how can you not?
Yep. Johnny Demira, talk about another poor bastard. Him and Ray.
Man.
Long-suffering fools.
I haven't watched today's episode yet, but I know that some revelations come out involving, and supposedly the scenes are brilliant. I haven't seen them yet, but
yeah.
Oh, who we got here? Oh,
God. Oh,
Sarah.
Second year in a row that she's made it in.
She's like Liz to me. She's just too. No, thank you.
And in the first round, Sarah is going to face
Kat. Oh, she'll probably get through.
Yeah.
It's all right. We can hope she gets pulled out, beat down in the next round.
and
that goes for the win.
See. Oh, Brady.
Brady.
All right, and then the last name for the Days of Our Lives bracket. Brady takes on Belle.
Oh, Tank versus her big brother.
Interesting.
That's another one of my favorite nicknames on soaps. I love how they call her Tink because of Tinkerbell. I think it's adorable. Yeah. I think that's a really cute one for big brothers to call the little sister.
Well, interesting matchup there.
Yeah.
So here are the matchups in the Days of Our Lives bracket.
Brady, Belle will be squashed.
She'll be like a little fairy. Squash her head like a little bug.
All right, so in the Days of Our Lives bracket, we have Kristen versus Alex, Rafe versus Roman, Kate versus Steve, Aaron versus Stephanie, Jack versus Teresa, Dougie 3 versus Johnny, Sarah versus Kat, and Brady versus Belle.
I think this will be like one of the first March Madness brackets that doesn't get like completely demolished in the first couple games for me.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
All right, so let's take a break from this as we go in and talk about some General Hospital.
We have some good
get
stuff
back to it. We still got two brackets to go. The Y&R and Beyond the Gates bracket, which is the CBS bracket, and then we've got the Bold and Beautiful and the Bay, which is the half-hour show bracket. So that's going to be fun. We'll get back to that in a little while. But anyways, GH has been GHing and sudsing all over the place.
Amazingly so.
We got some great Jack Lee love scenes last week. We'll go ahead and start off right there.
Now, I love some Jack Lee. I loved it with Charles Mescher. I love it with Chris McKenna. He has absolutely won me over, although he is a different, he does bring a different vibe. Him and Laura Wright have great chemistry. And their love scene was incredibly well done. And, Carly really deserved it. It had been over a year since Carly, if anybody deserves her back broke, it's my girl. It's been over a year. She needed some good dicking down. And we know that this relationship is DOA. We know that there are 9 million anvils hanging over it, ready to drop on Jack at any second, and they're all going to probably come down at once.
Yep.
But I'm guessing that it's not going to happen until May sweeps.
Agreed. Yeah.
But just as they finish doing the deed and he goes to take a shower and he's singing in the shower and Carly's just looking like the cat that ate the canary, and he had ordered room service, so she was like, somebody has to answer the door. And as soon as she said that, I'm like, oh, Valentin is trying to kill him. Something's going to happen to Carly. As soon as she said that she wasn't going to get in the shower with him, because I knew something was going to happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Waiting for that one.
Especially because last week on his podcast, Steve Burton was talking about some upcoming amazing Jason and Carly scenes, classic Charlie, but deeper. And he wouldn't say he's like, they're at the, oh, I can't say. And he goes, but Jason is desperate. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, I bet Carly gets hurt.
Yep.
And then with the thing at the hotel, I'm like, oh my God, Carly's going to get, it was so funny though, because in our Jarly group chat on Friday and in the Zoom, we were all rooting from the beginning of the show. Please let Carly get hurt, because we want Jason and Carly hospital scenes. Please let her get shot or something. And then it was like, yay, she's going to be poisoned. I'm just like, we are Soap fans. My God, we're Soap fans.
Yeah.
And she was poisoned.
She was. And
she absolutely was. I also like that it was a real throwback, because she was poisoned with the polonium, which is also what Luke was poisoned with.
That's what I thought.
Luke was also, it was the same. So I love that. And Jerry, I think, had gotten it too, but I love the Spencer throwback.
Yes, very much so.
So
it was a great sequence of events. Like, I like the swerve, because this is another story that's kind of allowing everybody to get involved, because this kind of because last week we saw finally Jason and Anna go ahead and locate Charlotte and Valentine over wherever they were, and they find them, and Anna, they're like, okay, well, they thwart off like an assassination attempt.
The kill squad from WSB. Yeah.
Right. And Valentine and Charlotte come out from hiding instead of fleeing the scene. And I love how they did it. Anna let Valentine go while Charlotte goes home. And that was all to get him back to poor Charles.
And those scenes were so angsty.
Yes.
The Valentin love, the Vanna love was on full display.
Oh, yeah.
She is absolutely gone for that man. And anybody who thought they were doing Jason and Anna,
yeah, no more.
They had the full setup. They were at a hotel. It was angsty, and not even a hint of anything. They had the full setup, and they didn't do it. And I think that Vanna's coming back.
I agree. Yes.
I think that this is going to end up looking, I think Valentin's going to look like the bad guy, look like the bad guy, look like the bad guy, but it's that he's trying to stop Brennan, who's actually the bad guy.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. Because if you think about it, Valentine simply got thrown under the bus by Brennan.
Right. So, well, we had seen it was Brennan doing all of those things.
Right. Exactly.
Brennan was heading up Pikeman. Brennan tried to kidnap Carly. Yep. He was the one who, ordered the shooter to the Metro Court when Curtis got shot. Yeah. That was all Brennan. And yes, Valentin had Sonny's meds switched to a lower dose. But it was Ava who had it switched to placebos. But all of this stuff got shifted to Brennan or to Valentin when they decided to keep Brennan. And because JPS was going to be filming his other show and gone for a few months or whatever.
Yep.
I think they're shifting it all back. And they can, because the only way we know that it was Valentin that was the bad guy was Jack saying that it was all a WSB op and he was undercover, but it was just Jack's word for it.
Exactly.
And we already had Valentin saying that Jack's trying to shut him up and the WSB wants to shut him up because of what he knows, to keep him quiet.
I agree, Jeannie. Sonny has been the bad guy for 30 years, and it's good to bring in some fresh villainy. And Valentin's been somebody who's always skirted that line between good and evil.
Right. And that's and I think they can have Jack have done all of this stuff and still keep him as a WSB guy.
Of course.
As, heading up the WSB office, and, they can absolutely still keep him. Anna worked for the DVX, and she's, Sonny shot a FBI agent in cold blood.
Yes.
In a premeditated manner.
Yes.
And didn't even lose a night's sleep over it, much less have any repercussions.
Right.
So, yeah, they could absolutely keep Brennan. I'm not sure they will, but they can. The new Brennan is not on contract like Charles was. Right. So I'm not sure if they're planning on keeping him. But, I mean, Chris is amazing.
He is.
And there are absolutely other things they can do with them. It's just with everything that he's done, there's just no way him and Carly last.
And I didn't realize he was a Connecticut native. He was right from
Watertown, Connecticut. Yeah. I thought it was really sweet because he did a little video the other day because he went back to his old high school to watch their play, like their senior play or whatever, and he promoted it on his social medias and stuff, which I thought was really awesome.
Yeah. I thought that was great as well.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get back into the selection. Let's bring this up. And there we go. We're going to move on to the CBS bracket with Y&R against Beyond the Gate. So we'll do the Y&R section first.
Dogs don't like that sound, I think. Oh. Would you two simmer down? Lay down.
Summer. So, Angela, you're probably the one that knows the most about Y&R on here.
Summer Newman is Jack. I
know she's played by Allison Lanier, right?
What?
She's played by Allison Lanier.
Yes.
Nell's sister, right?
Yes. Yes. Chloe's sister. Yes. She's wonderful. She's Kyle's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Victor's grandbaby. It was the joining of and her mom is Phyllis. Who the hell is her father? Victor's not her dad, is he?
No, I think it's.
I thought Victor was her grandfather.
I thought it was Nick Newman.
Oh yeah, Nick and Phyllis are her parents. Okay, I was like, I don't know why I was blanking on Nick being her father. So yeah, she's fun.
Yes.
She
And in the first round, she's going to be taking on Damien. I don't know too much about him.
I am blanking on Damian King. I'm a little behind on my Y&R.
All right. All right. Moving on.
If this was a Y&R show, I'd pull up the wikis and.
I get it.
But I'm like, yeah.
Well,
Jill. Yeah. The queen. I agree, Jeannie. We all want Charlie back. And I don't know if you saw it or not, but we'll discuss this a little bit more later. But we have a legit Charlie spoiler.
Now, who's Katie Abbott?
I have no clue. Good Lord.
Oh, okay. Well, Y&R seems to be the least popular soap, in my opinion.
Well, what's funny is that, I have theories about Y&R's ratings in the Nielsen's. Oh, Lily, I love Lily. Because CBS, everybody knows that, the average age of the soap viewer is mid-50s to late 60s.
Yeah.
And the CBS soaps are on the older end. YNR has the absolute oldest average age. I think there's a 68 or something. And YNR and Bold do horrible on Paramount Plus.
They do.
Absolutely horrible. They're on there, but they don't put up good numbers on their streamer.
Right.
But because people in that age group are more likely to be home to watch live or same day on their DVR, that age group isn't the let's binge it all over the weekend age group.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And they're more likely to watch live on cable, which I think plays into the Nielsen's. Tessa.
Isn't she one half of the couple Taraya?
Yes.
I know I've seen James.
Yeah.
James
they are fabulous, Mariah and Tessa. Yes. Yes.
And the last name in the Young and the Restless half bracket, formerly
Elena.
formerly
Spencer, Valerie. Yes. I was like, Victoria, no. I am like so foggy brained right now because of the cold meds I took.
All right, so in the YNR half bracket, we've got Summer taking on Damien, Jill taking on Katie, Lily taking on Nina Webster, not Nina Reeves, and Tessa taking on Elena. And now
did it crack me up the Bold and the I guess you're doing Bold and the Bay together.
Yes.
Yeah, because Bold and the Beautiful has like 5 people on their cast.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, General Hospital, it's like the Three Bears. General Hospital has way too big of a cast.
Yeah.
And Bold and the Beautiful has way too little of a cast.
Yes. All right, moving on to Beyond the Gate.
Are just right.
Second half of the CBS bracket.
Oh, God, I am loving this show. But
so am I. Oh, Danny is my girl. Even though I want to, she's driving me crazy, but
I know
she's my girl.
When she fell asleep in the house was a little bit. I was like, no.
Oh,
but I do like that she was more afraid of her mother than Bill catching her.
Yeah, I love that today.
And probably fair.
Yes, exactly.
Probably fair.
Anita.
I think we all fear Anita.
So Samantha, that's one of Danny's cases, isn't it?
Yep. No, that's one of the twins.
Nicole.
One of one of Smitten's twins.
Smitty's, yes.
Smitty and Martin. I mean, how great of a smush name is that? Smitten.
It's adorable. They just, I don't know. They need to live
Martin
up to that adorable.
Smitty's great.
And
I am now immune to the name because of my Zoom partners, my Zoom watch partners. They have made me, it was like exposure therapy. So I'm now immune to the name.
I've gotten better with it too.
Yeah. I actually did an article about, because they, his cast picture, somebody was saying that he was like totally like Superman and Clark Kent because of the glasses, and Mike Manning reposted it.
Well,
and so I did an article and it said, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Smitty.
Let's see how far Martin gets.
Yeah.
And let's see how far that goes.
Because
it's like I wanna like him, but then there'll be lines and certain things that he does, and I'm just like,
right?
It's just
he like treats Smitty like it's his 1950s housewife.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you do one assignment and we'll see. Like, bitch,
yeah.
what?
No, I don't care for that. Oh, Vanessa.
Like, what? And I think that it's entirely because he wants to run for president.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, he needs that perfect image. But he wants to be like his house husband, with the 2 lovely kids and, perfect package. Because he's got some stuff. He's got some skeletons in the closet, clearly. Stuff that he's done.
Oh, I loved his grandfather be like, "Are you out of your mind?"
That was an amazing Vernon moment. Oh my gosh. Just being like, some of his lines, I should have been taking notes. The dialogue there was just amazing. Just everything that he said. It's like, yes, Vernon, you
Yes.
wise soul. You understand.
Ava. I
I
like
am
Oh,
really
Ava.
liking
I
Eva.
like Ava too.
I think that she's going to be a favorite,
I agree.
because
No, she's
she's
great.
bad, but she wants to be good. And she really does just want a relationship with her dad.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And she's
she's
trying
like
to keep her
looking at
mother in check. She
she's looking
doesn't
at the
want,
shenanigans coming from what's her name, and it's just like
yeah.
not, it's like, yeah, you're my, but what are you doing? Like she
And
has,
she doesn't want Nina to get hurt.
And
Oh.
she's taking on her mother in the first round.
oh, that'll be, oh wow, that's a fun match.
I know who has my vote.
Yeah, I know who gets my vote too. I mean, wow. Oh, that's fun for the first round.
All right, moving on. Doug.
Oh, Doug.
And the last name in the Beyond the Gates in the CBS brackets. All of these are going to be on Twitter polls. Oh, here we go. This could be a sleeper.
Bill. Oh
Bill.
boy.
So in the Beyond the Gates half bracket in the CBS bracket, we've got Samantha versus Jacob. We have Martin versus Vanessa, Eva versus Leslie, and Doug versus Bill.
Okay.
That's going to be fun. All right.
That's going to be a fun
knock
matchup.
out. Let's knock out the last two. We've got Bold and Beautiful, and then the Bay. So we'll get to Bold and Beautiful now. Very small cast list.
Bill is like, I just saw Anya's comment. Like, I don't know. Bill
is a very, he's a Victor Newman.
Yeah.
Kind of guy. He's not a Sonny. I mean, he's a douchebag, but he's not a,
Did you see my latest blog post comparing him to The Rock?
Yes.
The final boss?
Yes.
All right.
No, I mean, that actor, I mean, like, and I the chemistry between him and Danny, we know it's coming at some point. But even
I know. Deacon! My Sean Kanan, my good buddy who likes to mock me about the horror movie. That scares me.
And in the first round, Deacon is going to be facing.
Oh, Deacon's so much better than Taylor. Taylor's boring.
Isn't Taylor played by Rebecca Budig?
Rebecca Budig now, yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm going to always see her as Greenlee no matter what. I'm sorry.
Watching her and Thorsten as Ridge is just weird.
Greenlee and Zach. I couldn't. That wouldn't compute any other way in my brain.
Poppy.
I remember interviewing her with Take Two Radio.
Yeah. She's had
in the first round, Poppy is going to be facing Bill. Isn't that the guy she's dating?
Bill Spencer Jr.?
Yeah.
Dollar Bill? Don Diamond?
Yeah, I think so. At least they were.
Yeah, they were.
When I was watching. I haven't watched it over a year. So.
I don't think that they're dating anymore.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. Charlie. I love Charlie. I interviewed the actor. He played the dad on Small Wonder. Do you guys remember that 80s show with the little girl who was a robot?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Charlie is the security guard.
Yes.
Okay. Now I know. All right.
Yep. His girlfriend Pam, who's Allie Mills. Yep. Charlie's so funny. Bridget Forrester. She's the one who needs to have the affair with Finn. They're both doctors.
Yeah, they both saved Eric's life last year.
Exactly. That would have been the perfect time for it. But did you guys see that JMW announced pregnancy baby number 5 today?
Yeah, I saw that.
I
She
did
is
see that
7 months
actually.
pregnant. I had a feeling, oh, Jack,
That's Ted King, isn't it?
Ted King, love him. I had a
Alright.
feeling she was pregnant because the boobs were getting bigger, and I had a feeling that she wasn't going to stop trying until she got that girl that she wants because she has the 4 boys. But 5 babies.
5.
The first one was
Wow.
2019.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Yeah,
Wow.
like February of 2019.
My goodness.
All
Yeah.
right. So in the Bold and the Beautiful half bracket, we've got Deacon versus Taylor, Poppy versus Bill, Charlie versus Bridget, and Jack versus Will.
Mm.
And finally, we're going to move on to the Bay. And
Tracy
don't
and
worry,
Martin were great today.
They were. They were
That was
fantastic. We'll talk
just
about that.
hysterical.
All right, Justin Ramos. Okay.
And these are going based on current Bay characters.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Dockside is obviously a couple seasons behind, but yeah.
Let's see here.
Xander.
Xander. Yeah. Okay. I could see Xander
That
kind of
was
pulling ahead in this.
It was so great today when Laura was trying to help Martin calm Tracy down, and then he just couldn't help himself. He had to keep running his mouth, and Tracy's just like, arrest him, do your job, and leaves. And Laura's just like, what the? She had been trying to stop Martin. She was like, but Martin, nope.
Oh, Belinda. Okay.
And that's the adoptive mother of Adam, I believe.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's funny you mentioned that scene. I guess recently they had to put a rumor to rest that Michael Knight came up with like a social media account or came up with a Twitter account or something.
Yeah,
There's
somebody.
I got all excited. I admit, I saw like it show up on my.
Yeah.
Oh, Daniel.
But it was really funny how they so many came out in force to debunk it. That was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, they're all like, he does not do social media. This is all.
Yeah, they're like, you shall not besmirch his good name.
No,
not on my watch.
I saw JPS sharing the screenshot.
Yeah.
I admit, I saw it show up on my For You page. I was like, oh, he's on. I'm like, no, damn.
No.
Tamara.
Let's see, Tamara. Ooh, that should be an interesting matchup.
And she's going to face
Tamara versus.
Oh, this will be good.
Oh well, Tamara's getting my vote, but still good matchup there.
Yes. And going into the final matchup.
Hi, kitty kitty.
Andrea, we were talking about her last week.
Yep. Sarah's knight in shining armor driving up.
Yeah. And last but certainly not least. Oh, well, here we go.
Oh, my girl. Okay.
All right. So we've got in the Bay half bracket, we've got Justin versus Xander, Belinda versus Daniel, Tamara versus Adam, and Andrea versus Sarah. We've got our brackets
are set.
They are set, and I will put them out tomorrow. The way, and I know Anya asked earlier, where will we vote? And what it's going to be is just same setup as last year. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to go ahead and put out Twitter polls based on the date. So the first one is going to be this coming Thursday. The first round of the General Hospital bracket and the Bold and Beautiful and Bay brackets will go out, and the poll will run for 2 days.
We can actually do articles with polls in them as well on Petty Prattle if you want.
We definitely can. If you have the time for that, I will let you take care of that.
Yep. So we can, and then we can combine the scores. Nobody can run them up because they won't know.
Yeah.
They'll have to keep track of 2 for each one, and yeah.
So on Thursday, the first round of the General Hospital bracket and the Bold and Beautiful Bay half-hour soap bracket will go out for a 2-day poll. On Friday, the 21st, the first round of the CBS, the YNR, and Beyond the Gates bracket, as well as the Days bracket, will go out for a 2-day poll. The winners will be tabulated. And then on Saturday, the second round of the General Hospital and Bold and Beautiful in the Bay bracket will go out for a 2-day poll. And then on Sunday will be the YNR and Beyond the Gates and its Days of Our Lives second round. And then we'll tabulate. We'll come up with the next polls starting again the following Thursday, the 27th. And then it'll be a 2-day poll and so on and so forth. Eventually, the Final Four will be on March 31st, and the championship will be a week later. The Final Four matches and the championship match will be 1 week polls, and those will be March 31st and then April 7th. So we'll have the championship a few weeks from now. So stay tuned. Definitely follow us on social media. Suds Media. That's where all the polls will originate. So, we did it last year. Everybody had fun. Last year's winner was John Black. So, unfortunately, he's no longer with us, and he's not going to be involved. Last year's runner-up was Sophia Madison, who was Jackie Zeman from the Bay. So, and she's again no longer with us. So, we're gonna have a fresh crop. There's a couple of people that are repeats in the tournament. Let's see if they do better this year than last year. But either way, the brackets are now set. All right, so we're gonna get on to some GH news. Kim, if you want to take a break for an hour, you're more than welcome to.
I might tap out and then tap back in for a little Beyond the Gates chat.
Sounds good to me.
Got to play catch up actually in the most recent episode. So.
Well, there you go. Now you got an hour to do so.
Yes.
Thanks. All right.
Thanks for your input, and we'll see you in about an hour on Gate Crashers.
Sounds good.
All right. So I hope you guys had fun, and yes, we'll do articles on Petty Prattle as well. So stay tuned. Go to pettyprattle.com and definitely go ahead and check that out daily as we go forward. All right. So I got to get it out of the way, but Sonny came clean to Kristina about his heart issue.
He did.
Because Kristina came and saw him with Isaiah.
I know. She was trying to get something out of Isaiah, and then she told Sonny that Isaiah told her everything. Isaiah's like, no, I didn't. I didn't tell her anything. Lying little brat. But it was very funny.
It was. It really was. I want to thank the 153 people that are currently watching. I hope you enjoyed our Selection Sunday, or Selection Monday, excuse me. And definitely follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube. And you know what? We're actually streaming live on my LinkedIn page as well. So new outlet, new destination. But anyways, so yes, I am seeing more of Sonny and Kristina every single week. And just the way that she's being, just like Anya said, Chrissy's being pushy.
Yes.
and getting her way.
That's her. She always
Yeah.
has been. She's always been.
Agreed.
And it's really funny because she's the child of Sonny's that is most like him.
Yep.
So, and I'm fine, let Chrissy have him, keep him occupied. I like that he's away from my girl and away from her kids. I like today that they confirmed that Michael still has not called Sonny.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he said that she talked to Carly, but also Kristina the other day told Willow that she's been video chatting with him.
Yeah.
So that's awkward. And then Jason said that he was going to call him.
Yeah.
And that made me cackle a little bit.
I mean, I wonder if we're going to revisit the feud that Michael and Sonny have had on and off throughout the years. Because it's Sonny's fault that Michael's in this predicament.
Well, even if it's not like a feud, even if Michael's just like, I just can't have this be my life anymore. I need you to just leave me and my kids alone. I mean, it would be fair.
Yeah, it would. It
would be completely fair, especially because, Jason's leaving the mob. He's already said that, he's getting out.
Yep.
Sonny had said that he was going to too, but, wants to take on this fight about, the penthouse and this and that. And Jason's just like, we need to get out. We need to get out now, sooner.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think it would be very fair for Michael to, I don't know if it's going to happen, but it wouldn't, I think it would be fair for Michael to say, I'm done.
Yeah, and I think they're either going to move away from the mob, or they're going to go ahead and have a new mob boss.
Yeah,
whether
I think
Tidwell or Selena Wu, or
I think we'll see more of Selena Wu. I think they're definitely getting away from, the mobsters also being heroes kind of thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
I still think Mo's on his way out the door. I still think that this is a slow exit for Sonny. One way or another.
Yeah.
I can't imagine him lasting the year. I really can't. So I think that, and that will be the end of it, because they'll just slide Jason elsewhere. They already are.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing else they can do with Sonny. What is he going to retire and just run the gym and the restaurant? Okay. Yeah. I mean, they can, but
there's no drama there.
Right, exactly. He'll just be really backburnered, which, I mean, he was only on one day last week. It was glorious.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was like, by Thursday, I was like, wait a minute, what is this wonderful feeling? And it was no Sonny.
Yeah.
And he popped up on Friday, but it was fine because he was just, there tucked in with Kristina and all that. So
I have to say, I'm really liking the living room scenes that we've been having, especially today. We had a lot of whether it was Jason and Sonny in the living room or the Quartermains in the living room, just the conversations that are happening.
Yes.
Because you're seeing them kind of put out information, but at the same time they're also doing it in a way that it's really something normal. Like it's not
exactly.
all
people sit people sit in their living rooms and talk.
Yeah.
And it's not just all
I love how Gio has been kind of more of now we know why Gio is kind of coming into more of the spotlight, but he's actually taking more of a role in the Quartermain family.
Yep.
And I love how Tracy's told him, you're more Quartermain than Drew is.
And it's so funny too. He's like, can I put him? And she's like, you can. It's like she likes him challenging her.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking forward to their great grandmother, great grandson dynamic. I think it's going to be really great.
I do too, and I like it because it's something that now Giovanni Palmieri, who is Palmieri his gimmick name or his real name?
It's his character's name.
His character's name, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But his real last name is also Italian, and his real first name is Giovanni. I think. So
yes, you're right. Hold on. It starts with an M. Again, I can't think right now, but it's like
either
matzah or
way,
something like that.
he's been coming into his own. He's not just the guy providing the goofy faces anymore. Like
Right.
he's got story with Emma. He's got story with
Mhm.
Tracy. He's got story with Brooklyn. Obviously, that's going to come out
Yes.
together.
And Dante.
Yeah, and Dante too.
A few weeks ago, him and Dante were at Bobby's.
Yeah, I've been loving what they've been doing with the Chino character.
It cracks me up that they have him wearing the gold chain now, like Dante does.
Yes, exactly.
That's been really, really funny. Yeah, his name is Giovanni Mazza, Mazza. Yeah, they're very much lining him up to be his father's son.
Gold chains, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. My mother's maiden name was Diamichis. Okay, I know.
Yeah.
I got uncles, and yeah. So yeah, so it's interesting. That is, I think it's a very interesting story, and again, the tentacles that draw out from it. You know.
So Brooklyn's going to tell Chase tomorrow that it's Dante's
baby.
Yeah.
And as I thought, he's going to be pissed.
Exactly. It's going to
because
blow up.
she told him that there was nothing going on. There was nothing between her and Dante.
Right.
And Lulu, right now she's in Dante defense mode, but at some point she's going to be pissed at Dante because he flat out lied to her back in the day about him and Brooklyn, said that nothing had ever happened. They were always just friends, yada, yada, yada. So, that's going to come home to roost for Dante too.
Yeah.
But now Chase is going to have the thing, do I say something to Dante?
Right.
He's supposed to be like my best friend and he's my partner. So do I keep this secret? And why didn't he tell me he slept with my wife?
Yep.
And more people are finding out.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be something great to look at as we move forward, with this story, because I loved the scenes with Brooklyn and Gloria this week. Like Gloria coming in, she's like she's the real king, Godfather. She knows where all the bodies are buried.
Yeah.
She knows everything that's gone on in the Cerullo family and has all these secrets.
Right. And honestly, I'm really surprised that Brooklyn was that surprised that Lois told Gloria.
Right.
Because I understand that Lois told, whatever, but I still, I that was one thing that was a little bit hard for me to swallow, that Brooklyn would be that surprised by it.
Right. Exactly.
Especially given how many times she says to Lois, you can't keep a secret.
Yeah. Well, she's got
and she knows she doesn't keep anything from Gloria.
Yeah.
And just like Brooklyn can't keep anything from Lois, Lois can't keep anything from Gloria, even if she tried.
Right.
Because Italian mothers, they know. Mm-hmm. And even if you think they don't know, they know.
Yeah.
So,
no, it's true.
Yeah.
Believe me, I grew up with one. And so did you. So it makes sense,
and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I kind of like how Gloria's just coming in, stirring up the shit because, she knows this and she's wondering why Brooklyn is so angry. Like, it's just like you're turning her life upside down with this secret that you've kept all this time.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I really I love the scenes between Brooklyn and Lulu. Like it was genuine shock on Brooklyn's face.
Absolutely. And then the moment when she found out she had a boy and just all of it between her and Lulu, it was really, really great. I love both of them.
Yes. No, I do too.
So,
I would love to see Brooklyn and Lulu kind of become friends later on down the road. I doubt that'll happen. But
it's possible, but they have like a legendary rivalry.
Oh yeah, they definitely do.
And now eventually, they will be putting Lulu and Dante back together at some point. So Lulu's going to be Gio's stepmother.
Yep.
And that's going to be a thing.
Agreed. And it's amazing how everything is just weaving in and out, and just everything is all interconnected. you've got a couple of different umbrella storylines going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Geo paternity, which is obviously the main story right now. But you also have, Drew and his Congressman Cutthroat, which
Yeah.
I love that sequence
I
of
wanted
events.
Carly to break her foot off in his ass last week.
Oh my God, yes.
She went,
Yes.
she was approaching Willow in good faith, and then freaking Drew. Oh my God. I'm just like, dude.
Yeah. He needs to know his role and shut his mouth.
Like, I'm just like, she's gonna kill you, and Tracy's gonna kill what's left over, or vice versa.
So according to the internet, and of course, because on the internet it's got to be true, we're
Absolutely.
gearing up for a Who Killed Drew story.
I don't think
I
so.
don't see it.
And I was thinking about this a lot. I don't know if I talked about, I don't know why, but it just popped into my head a few months ago at Drew's congressional win party.
Yep.
Brennan and Carly having a conversation about Drew and
Yep.
Drew and Carly's relationship. And Brennan knew things about it, which was weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started thinking about Drew's brainwashing, which they never resolved.
Right.
Victor just died.
Yeah.
But Victor was part of that with Peter.
Yep.
And Victor was the head of the WSB for a very long time. So Brennan worked for him.
Yes.
And other people in the WSB worked for him.
Yep.
What if somebody in the WSB is using the control because the WSB wanted a congressperson or something?
Yeah, wouldn't that?
What if, you know what I mean? This could all be, and he was in the hospital unconscious after the beating. They could have done something to his brain. I mean, that could be the story, that they're doing with this, and they can redeem Drew. I don't think they want to get rid of Drew. I don't think they want to get rid of Cameron.
No, and Cameron has been killing it as this character.
Right. And it was like a really quick turn for Drew.
Exactly.
So I could really see that it's something that the WSB is involved in.
Hey, David, welcome to the chat.
We'll see.
Which would be a better twist than some of the other theories that I've seen out there.
Well, I mean, I've seen them saying that they're going to be a whodunit with Drew since he slept with Willow in November.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, since he slept with Willow after Sam died, they're like, oh, they're gearing up. I mean, people have been saying it for like 6 months now.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
And he's still, I'm like, the least of things that he is. Drew's an ass. He's a douchebag, but he slept with his nephew's wife. He's not even the Quartermain that has hurt Michael the most.
Right, exactly.
Monica and AJ damaged Michael more than Drew ever could.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that, I love Drew. He's a great guy. He's a love to hate for me right now. And I think Cameron's killing it.
Oh, absolutely.
But, to act like he's the worst Quartermain to ever Quartermain is ridiculous.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. And I'm enjoying how he's coming off this creepy stuff. Like he's definitely paranoid. Like anytime someone talks to Willow, he's got to interject.
Right.
And which is why some people are saying that it could be Shiloh in disguise, because he's kind of showing those cult-like.
And traits. I've seen that theory, but I don't think they're going to do that.
I don't either.
I don't think they're going there. I think that the brainwashing is more likely.
Yeah, which would be great. Yeah, it would be a great story, and not to mention.
And I mean, even if he was Shiloh in disguise, Shiloh would not give a shit about this much of the Quartermain stuff.
Correct.
You know what I mean? He would have had to pretend to be a Quartermain for his purposes, but then he could just be done with it.
Right.
Oh, they kicked me out. They don't want me to be a Quartermain. Okay.
Yeah. Do you think that this whole story with the with the Quartermain crypt being on public property is the start of the Monica passing story?
It's possible. I mean, that is possible, and that could be a way that it'll be resolved, because I mean, when Monica does pass, that's Drew's mother.
Yeah.
And, you know, yes, Alan was his father, Edward was his grandfather, but he didn't know them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not like, you know, Monica, he
No,
knows.
he doesn't have
Monica
the
embraced him. Monica adopted him.
Yeah.
And there's never going to be resolution between them now with,
Right.
you know, they're, you know, at most he can get a letter from, you know, Monica, but, you know, so I think that that could be a resolution of it. Drew then turning around and rallying for the crypt to stay where it is. I mean, they're not going to move the Quartermain crypt, but yeah.
No.
I thought it was hysterical what Tracy did. And now I really want to know. I really hope they bring on Martin's mean ex-wife.
Oh yeah.
Not Blair, the mean one.
Yeah.
Like Blair was pretty mean.
What was Tad Martin ever married to Erica Kane?
I think so, yeah. I think Tad was married to Erica. But they've mentioned Erica a lot.
Oh yeah.
So that wouldn't surprise me. Stop. Although there were rumors that they were trying to get Erica they wanted Erica to be his ex-wife, but Susan Lucci wasn't willing to do it. Which is why they went with Blair. But I don't know. I kind of think Susan would do it, especially because she's rallying so much for All My Children to be rebooted.
I mean, with the firing of most of GMA3's staff, I mean, could we potentially see, even if they did half-hour One Life to Live AMC?
Well, we were talking about that on Beyond the Gate Crashers a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
How it would be. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, it would be the perfect timing. I mean, I don't think they should do it half hour. I think they should do an hour of a One Life to Live, All My Children meld.
Yeah.
They could absolutely do. And then, you know, if it took off, then break them off into two and go back to having three again.
I think that
it would be a good way to dip their toe in to having.
I think the problem is, here's the thing. They went to so much news talk on network TV that people are getting sick of it.
Yeah.
They don't need a general or a Good Morning America in the afternoon.
Yeah.
They don't need all of these hot take shows.
I love how well Beyond the Gates is doing, because it shows us.
Yes.
And Beyond the Gates is very, very, very classic soapy.
It is.
I saw a woman take her earrings off the other day, preparing to fight another woman, and I was gleeful about it. I love when they take their clip-on earrings off. It's one of my favorite soap things ever, and they hardly do it anymore, but I loved it. And the smacks and it is so classic soap.
It is. Agreed.
And it's doing so well, and it really shows that soaps are not dead.
And it brought GH up too. I mean,
a rising tide
raises all ships.
All boats. Raises all ships. Absolutely.
Even Wyatt R and B&B are up too.
Absolutely.
So,
and I think that this is the time to strike. And they've mentioned Enchantment a lot lately, and they've mentioned Erica. So I would love for them to.
I have a feeling Frank's doing some pushing behind the scenes.
It wouldn't surprise me at all, especially because, I mean, you know, he loves his One Life to Live and All My Children actors. He really does.
And
so, and they could, and they've made it one universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's very easy to bring these characters into Port Charles, introduce them to the newer audience.
Yep.
And relaunch.
And not to mention, the cast on GH is so bloated, you could send some of the characters to the other shows.
Absolutely.
To launch it.
Absolutely.
You know? So
without a doubt.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, could you imagine seeing, like, let's just say Jocelyn and the WSB show up in Pine Valley undercover.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Anna and the WSB already were in Pine Valley.
Yeah.
Anna was already there. Yep. You know, so they could absolutely could do it.
Well, Frank, if you need some writers, you know, for a new soap, and you need some ideas, just just watch our show.
Yes. We're here for you, Frank. We
Yes.
love you. We're not
do.
part of the entire Frank crew.
No, I've been defending you for a long time.
I know. I get accused of being paid by GH, and I'm like, yeah, I wish.
I wish. Yeah.
Right?
I've been accused of being paid by GH, being paid by WWE, being paid by some other. It's like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
I wish. That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How did you like that reunion between Charlotte and Laura last week?
I thought it was really great. I thought that, I thought the thing at the airport with Lulu was really great too, and Brennan, and like Laura walking in and like not paying attention, and I got home as soon as, and then she turns and she sees. I thought it was really.
And I love Charlotte and Rocco.
Yes.
It was,
so now I need Lulu and Dante to move in together somewhere so the kids can be together.
Agreed. Yeah.
Because I suppose they could put Lulu and Charlotte at the Quartermains, but at this point it's like a clown car.
Yeah, no kidding. It's got enough bedrooms.
Yeah. But I would like it better, especially because Sonny said he's moving back into the penthouse. So, let Dante and Lulu live at Dante and Sam's old penthouse with the kids.
Yeah.
Rocco's comfortable there,
I don't want to see them take away that bond that Rocco and Danny had. Like, I want to see more of those scenes too. I mean, obviously, Danny's Jason's son, so he's going to stay at the Quartermains. So, but I want to see them kind of regrow that or keep that bond going too. Yeah. Yep. So we kind of alluded to it earlier. Congressman Cutthroat, and the hit piece that was in the Invader. Curtis.
Yep.
Public, yeah.
Anybody else think that Drew and Portia are gonna
some hate sex?
Yeah. I think it's absolutely gonna happen. And they have good chem, I think.
Yeah. So, definitely. Yeah. I will be right back. Go ahead and talk about this. I have to step out for 1 second.
Well, maybe I should tell you guys. Do you guys want to hear about the Jarly rumor? Who wants to hear about the Jarly rumor? Let me hear you. It's real good. Coming from a Jarly fan, obviously. So, about a month ago, someone in the comments, going by the name of NYC Sam, at Daytime Confidential in the comments, made 2 what they called spoiler drops. And this is what they were. Hold on, let me open them. The first one, and this was on February 23rd, so about a month ago. The first one said, remember the 2025 preview where it said Lucas will meet a dark, mysterious stranger or something like that? Well, it wasn't the model from Valentine's Day. The stranger is a younger mobster who is also the before-mentioned Eloy, who was referenced last summer when Blaze was still on. Eloy, if that is still his name, is Natalia and Sidwell's son. Natalia isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Now, this was the first we heard about this at all. And I mean, a lot of us thought that this kid would be coming on because he had been mentioned, but nobody knew he would have a connection to Lucas. And when there was talk about it, how funny it would be if, Kristina got involved with him and got involved with Blaze, or, somebody, maybe he could be for Lucas. He was hot. And people were like, there's no way they're giving Natalia 2 gay kids. Well, they are. They did. Because this weekend, Ava LaRue announced, she posted a picture of her and the actor who plays Marco. They did change his name, as the dropper thought they might, and the actress who plays Blaze, and said, #mykids.
Yeah.
We knew he was connected to Sidwell because of the screenshot in his intro article, had him at Windermere.
Yep.
But now we know he's Natalia and Sidwell's kid. And him and Lucas are waking up tomorrow. So this lends legitimacy to this guy's next post. I'll get there in a second. Hold on, I'm about to check.
And it's actually been really, really good seeing that. So once you're free from coughing, go right ahead and continue.
All right. So the next post the guy made, now this was about a month ago on the same exact day. He said a bit more tea to spill. Tea for two, as in coupling. A popular actor who returned last year and in his time back on the canvas has had no love connections was not happy with the direction his character was headed with the potential partner that the writers had planned. You don't have to be Robert Scorpio to figure this one out. The actor had been resistant to the coupling, dragging his feet and voicing his stance on who he wanted to be paired with. Think back to 2021 in a gold wedding dress. The redirection by the unhappy actor caused another actor to feel a bit down and out after seeing his own popularity grow over a year on the show. With the change, the new actor took measures, ha ha ha, smiley face, and bid an abrupt hooroo, leading the powers to be to scurry with a recast. Now, that is very, very obviously Steve Burton wants the Jarly pairing, is what it's saying. Yeah. And that is what led to Charles Measure's very abrupt leaving. Now, this is what we know. We know that Charles Measure signed a contract in September after having been there since the previous year. Yeah. We also know that his agent really pushed him into it. He said as much. We also know that he had complained, he had issues with the workload, issues with memorizing his lines. And he said that what made him decide to sign, or made him decide to join the show, and he said, against my better judgment, was wanting to work with Laura Wright. Mm-hmm. So from what I understand, when he signed the contract in September, it was the story they had pitched to him was a Jack and Carly romantic pairing. Mm-hmm. And this is saying that was taken away from him because Steve Burton is pushing for the Jarly pairing and the writers are giving it to him, which isn't surprising because Elizabeth Corte is the OG Jason and Carly fan. Yep. She was the one back in 1996 that pitched they should have their sex fling over that first summer. She argued against she was vehemently against them hooking up Sonny and Carly, vehemently against them ever getting back together. And she's responsible for some of their best stuff over the decades. She has always kept them connected. She wrote everything, their entire scenes at Jake's the day of their wedding, the old site of Jake's. Scott Sickles, who was the scriptwriter for that day, said that Elizabeth Corte, who at the time was the associate head writer, took his script and rewrote all of his dialogue.
Wow.
So she did all of that. And that was a love letter to Jarly fans. Let me tell you, we were beside ourselves, not expecting to get anything that good. And it was everything. It was like Jarly fanfic. It was wonderful. So what we know about Charles Measure quitting, he quit before the Christmas break.
Yep.
He quit very abruptly. We know this. I know this because of behind the scenes sources, but we also know this because Chris McKenna said that he got a call late Saturday or Sunday night that Frank needed him to come in and read with Laura Wright, and it was all very, very quick and breakneck. So this was not a planned exit.
No.
We also know that they brought in a new Jack and didn't put him on contract.
Right.
Chris McKenna's not on contract. So it seems the story has changed, which lines up with this. And I mean, this guy did had that other drop that turned out to be 100% legit that nobody knew about. And yes, anybody could have predicted Natalia and said, well, son, but nobody could have predicted he was going to be gay.
Right.
What are the chances that both of her kids were gay and she's such a homophobe? You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was never mentioned that he was gay.
Right, exactly.
So, this person, I've been reading back on some of their other stuff. They've been posting over there since 2015. They have thousands of posts. Apparently, they used to be an actor or they are an actor, and they're friends with people that do soaps. And they get together and things get dropped. They spill things to them, which is incredibly likely. It happens.
Yep.
And they are absolutely not a Charlie fan. They actually said that, the two people that Laura Wright had the best chemistry with, Ingo and Charles, those pairings got pushed aside for pairings with Sonny and Jay, so,
Yeah.
They're not a Charlie fan. They're just saying this is what's happening. So, the Charlie fans are very excited.
Oh, by the way, I never put up that picture.
Yes. Oh, the Laura Wright. And this picture, look at this that they posted today. Look at baby Laura Wright and baby James Patrick Stewart from their Loving and All My Children days.
So that's when JPS was
Will Portland.
Portland.
Yep. And she was Allie on Loving and the City. And she actually did an appearance. Her very first soap appearance was just a couple episodes on showing up as Allie on All My Children before she was on. Yep. So, and also Steve Burton on his podcast. Well, I mean, since he, got back, he's been talking up everything that Jason and Carly do.
Yeah.
And really poo-pooing anything with Jason and Anna and anything with Jason and Sasha.
Right.
And Finola Hughes had a Zoom in January, and a few people have said that she was asked about Jason and Anna, and she said that it's not happening, which I believe.
Right.
I think it's going to be Vanna, but it could also be Anna and Brennan. We'll see, but I think it's going to be Vanna. I think that Valentin's going to end up being the good guy.
I agree.
Yeah. So it's fun I love getting a new, even when I'm not getting spoilers, I like getting a new legitimate spoiler dropper.
Oh yeah.
Because I love spoilers. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, no, I enjoy it, and I like where things are going right now. I think it's fantastic as we're moving into the next phase of getting into the next sweeps month, so to speak. But we did make mention of Marco, who we met last week, and Lucas met him at the bar. Dropped a card that said J&S or JS and Associates. We can only assume it stands for Jens Sidwell and Associates. So he's basically working for his dad, and Marco could just be a nickname or a different identity than Eloy to try and kind of change himself, since we did see Lucas and him kind of get a little cozy.
And in the preview, did you see today?
I did, yes.
So in the previews, they woke up together. Lucas wakes up and he seems to have spent the night. I don't know if they've actually had sex, or if Marco just poured him into bed and hung out there. I don't know. Yeah. Marco's obviously up to no good.
Right. And Lucas was very, very drunk. I mean,
yes.
I felt really bad for Brad. He's actually trying to do the right thing, and but I understand where Lucas is coming from.
I do too. Exactly. And I love Brad, but I'm not sure I want Brad and Lucas back, because some things are pretty damn bad, and that was pretty damn bad. But we'll see what happens. I think that this guy could be really interesting. I want to know if he's targeting Lucas, or if this was, a chance.
So, that kind of puts a whole new spin on, Blaze and Kristina. Was Blaze targeting Kristina?
Right.
If let's say they're full siblings instead of half siblings, because we know that Marco is Sidwell and Natalia's child, but we don't know if Blaze is Sidwell's.
Right. Now, it also is interesting because of all of the grief Lucas has been giving Carly about Brennan.
Yes.
This dangerous guy.
Yes, you are correct.
So that was very, very foreshadowing.
It really was.
We just thought he was being a protective big brother, or little brother, but it turns out it was foreshadowing.
Oh yeah,
So that's interesting.
it is. But right now, Carly is fighting for her life in a hospital bed.
What was with Jack? Sorry, my cold meds are obviously wearing off. What was with Jack telling Willow that she couldn't call her family?
Yeah, that's a matter of national security. Right,
but they think that Carly could die, and he knew that before he found out what the poison was.
Right,
Because
exactly.
Isaiah told him, we're trying to keep her stable.
Yes.
But
so
I'm looking forward to the Jason and Carly hospital, bedside scenes with him begging her to live.
Oh yeah, that's going to be
That's
fantastic.
what we're getting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, folks, for the 200 people watching, thank you so much. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and get notified. Turn on the notifications bell. Share and share, react. Go ahead and hit that. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and hit that heart button or the like button or the haha button if you want to. But either way, react, share it, and even react to the comments as well. We have been at it for an hour and a half, and we did do the selection show. So we're going to go ahead and take a break because we're going to be back Kim and I will be back at 10. I'm not sure if Angela will make it or not.
Angela's going to bed because she's very tired and she doesn't feel well, and her cold medicine's wearing off. So
Kim and I will be back at 10 p.m. in just 24 minutes to talk about Beyond the Gates with our show, Gate Crashers. But anyways,
they will take good care of you.
Next week we'll be back with we'll bring back this week in general hospital history as well.
I have it too. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I printed it out.
As well as Oh Baby. So we'll bring those back next week.
And we'll do 2 weeks next week of the history because I have it printed out already.
A quick programming note: Monday, March 31st, we will not be here. We'll be actually doing our show on Wednesday, April 2nd that week because I have to work Tuesday, April 1st. So on Monday, March 31st, we will not be here. That will be Wednesday. April 2nd for our shows of Suds News as well as Gate Crashers. But folks, we're out of time. Hopefully you come back in just under a half hour as Kim and I bring you Gate Crashers. Angela, where can everybody find you?
They can find me at pettyprattle.com and Brooklyn74 on Twitter. And yes, Anya, I do need my fiance to take care of me. Anya's my little fiance. I told her I'd marry her so she can get her visa. And she accepted my proposal. But yes, you need to come take care of me. Pettyprattle.com, Brooklyn74, Daytime Dish. I'm all over the place. I'm Carly Stan over there and here, there, and everywhere.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to pettyprattle.com because there's a lot more content coming out.
Yes. And Vinny's been writing some amazing blogs.
So, and then you can follow me at Suds Media or at Vinny Suds on Twitter, at Vinny Suds on Facebook, and Suds-Media YouTube, and all over the place. Just follow us, like, subscribe, get notified. We'll be back in 20 minutes with Gate Crashers. So have a great night, everybody.
Bye.